What is up, everyone? Episode 35. Your favorite collection of hosts, Zach. We're a
Ooh,
collection.
we
Did
are
you know
two of us. A whole darn collection. The original two.
that? Zachariah, how are we doing today?
I am doing pretty good. I like that we unintentionally coordinated the pink, different shades of pink, but still pink
Mhm.
nonetheless. I'm salty that you got the Build-A-Bear and I didn't.
I didn't get the Build-A-Bear. I got two Build-A-Bears.
Oh,
But hey, you got the Sanrio.
I
So
did. Oh,
yeah,
that's true. Yeah, we're alternating here. We're taking turns.
yeah.
That's the best way to do it. I'm just waiting for this new update trailer. I saw your poll. I partook in the poll as I do
Mhm.
every week, and I got things to talk about.
I thought it was gonna be like one-sided. It's actually pretty close. We'll get to that. We're gonna be talking about Build-A-Bear drama. We're going to be talking about Bunny Day and the next update. That's, I think, the juiciest part of this. So we're
Hmm.
going to need your guys' help in the chat. But Zach, we had
Yes.
our first repeating holiday. Now, there was some hype because we got the 5 new items for Bunny Day. Year 2, what's your review? Because I think your review was pretty high last year.
Yeah, it was pretty high last year. I mean, from a Zach or from a new player? How am I assessing this?
I I guess a new player because although people did buy the game early, like I feel like not a lot of people played this one, and you have new players, so I don't know. Just a
Just
review.
overall, okay, just the review. Shut up, Zach. I I thought it was great until I watched your video where you said it was kind of a letdown because like the new items to me were initially really cool that they did something,
Mhm.
but then I was like, okay, they could have done a lot more. And for a repeating player, for a returning player, like there's not that much. Like Zipper's return on April 4th was just like super boring because like basically nothing happened. You know what I mean? Like okay, I get my wand again, but
Yeah.
that's kind of just a rinse and repeat and kind of boring. To me, like I was fascinated by the way it was like double locked. Like the start of Bunny Day was locked, and then the last Bunny Day was locked.
Can you go back to Bunny Day? I don't think someone messaged me. They said they couldn't. Can okay, chat. If I right now, if I was like, man, I'm nostalgic. It's been a day. Like, can I go back to Bunny Day right now? Is that a thing? I don't know.
I still think it's a great holiday. It is hard to generate the same enthusiasm when it's the same dialogue and the same prize and you know all of
Hmm.
that. But I still like that they did make something new because our expectations going in was for me was that it was gonna be exactly the same. So like I give them a solid C plus B minus for at least adding some new items.
Hmm. Uh, it's mixed. Some
Hmm.
people are saying you can. Someone said I did it today. Yes. Okay, so I'll believe Sunny then.
Okay.
Um, so this Bunny Day year 2, first of all, I got the 5 items and bounced, man. I was like the guy at the party that was just there for the snacks, and I left, and that was it. I think this kind of proves the point of they shouldn't use development time for holidays. I don't think that's the answer to get players back in. I kind of like the fact they shortened it, 5 new
Hmm.
items, bam, but I don't think holidays are the future for this game. I think it's going to be more so the anniversary where hey, you can customize new things, you have more design slots, but holidays ain't it. I feel like this I had no desire. I didn't even talk to Zipper, and I like Zipper. I didn't even talk to Zipper, Zach. So,
Well, you missed out. He's one of the freakiest things on earth. But yeah, I think the game for us, the do or die is do they bring new content? Do they bring new NPCs? Do they bring new mechanics? Do they bring new ideas? Because 5 new items is nice, but after a while, yeah, these holidays are going to start to wear a little thin. Like,
mhm.
but at the same time, like knowing that in all past Animal Crossings, the holidays are the exact same, even though it goes against my like how I design it, I still have to give them slight props for at least doing something new, because
Mhm.
otherwise there'd be zero incentive. At least you got to play for 5 minutes to get your items or whatever.
Yeah. And I mean, if I didn't time travel, it would have been 5 days, like 5
Mm,
different days. So,
right.
let's see. Cool Kiddo says, "What would you do different with Bunny Day?" I don't know. I don't know what you would have done.
Hmm.
I think year 2, everyone's dream is to have a brand new holiday.
Right.
Zipper still is the face, but like you have a brand new update. But like, if it's a matter of spreading your team too thin to update this game, I say they did everything they could have. I mean, like, It would have been nice to have a true Bunny Day year too, but like holidays are holidays. They're traditions, so they don't
Well,
really change.
and that's what makes it hard because like in a perfect world or in my world, there are games that update every year, every month, every week. We've seen these games as a service titles on other platforms where they constantly are dropping new content, new maps, new, bosses. So in theory, it would not be that crazy to have them make a new holiday every year for Bunny Day. But Nintendo, as we've discussed throughout the podcast history, they value the longevity of this franchise. They value the nostalgia. They value everyone getting to experience Bunny Day. Like it's somebody's first Bunny Day, and so we aren't going to get those differences. So like maybe you could say it's kind of a defeatist attitude, but given what we know Animal Crossing to be, I still was glad that they brought new in some fashion to the holiday.
Yeah. I also think that it's kind of a divide when you talk about Animal Crossing. There's a lot of like tradition that goes with it. When people play, Animal Crossing GameCube, they want to experience like the holidays every single time they do it.
Right.
Whereas like if they treated this more as like a games as a service, who cares if you miss year one? You know what I'm saying? Like that would be my scenario. Johanna, thank you so much. We are here for you. We are definitely here for you. We're going to chat it up. We got some tea boiling, Zach. It's not ready to pour yet, but we got, what kind of tea we got today?
Oh, it's always Tazo passion tea. That's always the passion tea. It's all, it's pink like my shirt. It's delicious. I also want to note that I think that maybe my spirits are more up on Bunny Day Revision 2.0 because of so much new surrounding the holiday. Like we did get a pretty quality update that brought in the design slots, that added, some new prom items, some new St. Patrick's items. Like we got a lot of new stuff surrounding this, the Sanrio characters. If there was not that update, then I think this Bunny Day thing feels a lot more dull. But if they are able to continue supplementing with new seasonal items and new whatever you want, content updates, then I think it's okay that the holidays maybe only have a, flourish here and a flourish there.
Yeah. I kind of think it would be interesting to have like 4 different versions of each holiday. And that's like it for the game. Yeah. So like year 2 Bunny Day, you're crafting baby chick furniture. Then year 3 and then
year 3, you're killing the baby chick.
Yes. You're killing all of them and making chicken sandwiches. Yeah. So, and then it would just rotate for 4 years because they're not gonna support this game forever. But like realistically, you have 4 holidays to look forward to. I think that's fair. But man, for me, what's that?
Here's my solution: a Northern Hemisphere Bunny Day and a Southern Hemisphere Bunny Day, and they just flip every year.
That'd be cool. Yeah,
just 2. I'm down with that. 2. We won't even ask for 4. We'll just ask for 2, and they just swap.
I'm down with that. Just something. I like. Keep it Animal Crossing, keep the vibe of Animal Crossing, but like treat it as a game as a service. I think that would be great. Man, I wanted to nerd out and talk about Zipper, but like I don't know about you guys, I had no incentive to play at all.
He's a freak. I like seeing him. I like his hop in. I really did think that maybe they would have delivered some slight new something on the final day. That was a bummer.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like a final item or something.
Just something, because there's literally like you're just going through the motions for no reason, which is a bit odd.
Or like some customization options. Like this would have been awesome if that big like Easter tree. I think I don't know what it's called. If there was a customization to get rid of the eggs, and like that's a multi-use item. And
the tree, yeah,
the tree, but. The planter is cool too, but it has the eggs. It's very like locked into the Easter season, but it was cute. At least they're adding something, and I think we have bigger things to come.
Which was not the Build-A-Bear launch.
Which was not. Yeah, let's just talk about this. Build-A-Bear. What, Zach? I'm not a business guy, okay? Yeah. I can be business Pat if I want to, but this was the weirdest launch of a product ever. Hey, Zach, we're launching a product that we think you're going to like. We're not going to tell you what it is, but can you please wait in a waiting room for 2 hours for this product? It was so weird. What are your thoughts on this?
Super strange launch, but I do want to take us back a couple weeks where Pat and chat were like, at least 8, maybe 10, maybe all 400 villagers. And I was like, they might do Isabelle. Wouldn't it be funny if they just did Tom Nook? No, it's very strange based on the way that they went about it. I don't think like it's that strange that they did do Nook and Isabel, and they say more are coming. But
Yeah, but you went in blind. You didn't know who you were buying.
Yeah,
You didn't know who you were buying. It was so weird.
That's what I was gonna say. Like that setup was just incredibly odd. I've never been a part of a Build-A-Bear launch. I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
Maybe they didn't know how that works. I can't imagine there's already been that much hype for a launch of Build-A-Bear. But it was very odd that it wasn't announced until, I don't know, maybe their marketing team saw all the hope and hype and predictions and they knew they didn't have it. And so they're like, rather than put this out there a week in advance and get crap for a week, maybe we'll just save it and then hope that people are happy with their $51 Tom Nook.
So that's another thing I want to talk about. So there's four different SKUs, two different Build-A-Bear stuff. So we have Tom Nook and Isabel, $51 each. And I put in my original video, I was like, this kind of seems high to me. Now, I'm not a Build-A-Bear connoisseur, but like for me, if I'm going into the store, that's a little pricey for me. So the Build-A-Bear stands came out strong, Zach, and they grilled me on this. They're like, well, it has clothes, which I guess are extra. It has the voice box, which I guess is extra. So according to people that have made Build-A-Bears or bought them before, this price isn't bad from what they're saying.
But the issue is this is a bear. There's no build. This is just a bear. This is a $51 bear.
But in the summertime, we can go to Build-A-Bear and make it.
It's just odd that like so much I feel of at least I understand the incentive to be like, you get to build it, you get to stuff it, you get to pick the different things. And this is like choosing from an online menu. Because they had the music, or you could get the little like
the voice box.
Voice things. Yeah.
It was like a 5-in-1 type thing. Right. So I did get both of them. I got the Isabel with the theme music, and I got Nook with the voice. So I don't know. Zach, I'm 28 years old. I'm ordering Build-A-Bear.
And you now own $100 worth of Build-A-Bear stuffed animals. To go along with your candle collection, man. This is just coming together.
Oh, dude, the candles, fantastic. I was burning Paris Cafe.
Taking you places.
The only thing is
the chain smokers.
Oh, it was great. The only thing is when it's done burning and like you leave the house and then come back in, it smells like old coffee in your house.
Are they the Bed Bath and Body, or like bed what was it, Bath and Body Works?
Bath and Body Works, yeah. I get it mixed up all the time. It just smells like old coffee, but they're really good. They had to buy two get two.
Yeah. So. Gotta get those soy candles that just keep the same scent forever.
Ooh.
Are you a fruity candle guy, or Paris Cafe? What does that even smell like?
It's like
croissants.
It's like a warm cup of coffee.
Oh well, okay. No wonder it smelled like old coffee then. Okay.
I had a lot of eucalyptus. Ooh. Blueberry.
You are a fashionable hip man.
My candle game is strong.
I got like funfetti cake and like tropical misted squeeze.
Ooh. I took a chance. I got pineapple pancakes.
Ooh.
It paid off.
I like that.
It's great. Yeah. So we have even more tea with Build-A-Bear, okay? So people were pretty upset. I feel like it was trending on Twitter. We had Celeste was trending on Twitter because they wanted Celeste. And someone asked Build-A-Bear in their comments, like, are you going to have any more characters? And they responded with a winky face. So like, This is all, are we in like high schools? I don't know what's happening. Then they tweeted out 2 days ago, we're so excited we could finally share the arrival of Isabel and Tom Nook as the first launch of our Animal Crossing New Horizons collection. They will return soon. So they did sell out.
Right.
We're also excited to announce that a new character will be arriving this summer. Stay tuned.
A new character.
Singular.
Who's it going to be?
So Zachariah, we're not just chumps on this podcast, okay? We got connections, all right?
Yeah.
I'm the retail guru here.
All right.
So someone messaged me from Build-A-Bear. Well, they have a friend that works
Mr. Bear or Mr. Build? Who was it?
Mr. Bear himself. So there was someone who I guess is friends with someone that works at Build-A-Bear. They talked to their manager, and they told me, this was 2 days before the actual launch, Tom Nook, Isabel, and KK were coming. So it's got to be KK. I'm going to put money on KK.
Generic of a collection as you could possibly.
So that's rough. That's not exciting to me anyway. There's plenty of KK, Tom Nook, and Isabel merch. There's not like any Cranston plushies out there. at least not official ones.
No, I
But
mean that's fantastic tea, and it's good to know, I guess. And it's nice that they are going to be bringing back Nook and Isabel for those that didn't get it. But I guess it goes to show that at least from their perspective, the average Animal Crossing player isn't as intense about it as our communities are, because they're predicting that a Raymond plush or a Marshall or a Judy or even a Flick or a CJ or a Dodo is not going to do as well as these very recognizable front of the box, front of the franchise, always, characters.
yeah. And I look at the Pokemon launch, and of course they had Pikachu. That's a no-brainer.
Right.
They also had Eevee, I think was the other launch. But then they had like some weird ones like Dragonite and things like that. I don't know like the whole collection, but they came out with like a lot of clothes and things like that. I feel like they're playing it too safe.
Yeah.
This is too safe for me. But
absolutely.
Then again, like Animal Crossing has just become big, or like it's been big for like a year. It's always been niche, I think. Anyway, it was big on the 3DS, but like not like this. So my question to you, because the Pokemon launch started like this, like you get 2 or 3 and then we release more. Do you think we're going to get additional ones, or is this 3 and done? Was it a cute little...
I would imagine it's 3 and done. And I think what you said about, like, okay, Animal Crossing has just gained so much momentum as of late, whereas Pokemon, as people are pointing out in the chat, has been huge for 2 decades, or more. I think you probably are lucky that we're getting so many official Animal Crossing collabs. It would be so cool, but also like Nintendo as a whole, I think if you look at their merchandise, they don't stray too far from their like main branded characters. It's not like when they did the Mario 35th merch, we got like really unique like Dry Bones merch or whatever. It was Mario, it was Luigi, it was Peach. But yeah, I think you're gonna have a Nook KK. I guess the other thing is like Nook KK and Isabel are forever recognizable and have forever been recognizable. So you're not risking like, oh, who's this strange, wolf thing? Is that from a video game or a movie or a comic book?
Yeah, I kind of just want them to take more chances. Like if this whole thing ends and there's not a Stitches one, then I don't really know what to think. That's literally a Build-A-Bear. He is a Build-A-Bear.
He has been built.
So I don't know. That's the whole Build-A-Bear drama. I was able to get some, but I guess they're gonna be probably in full stock in the summer, right?
If KK was there, would you have picked KK?
Yeah. I mean, I don't really care about Isabel. I'm a Nook fan through and through. So I probably would have got Nook and KK if that was the case.
I was gonna buy Isabel. That's who I would have gotten.
Yeah. There's actually a video. If you guys want to see how they actually look, Build-A-Bear uploaded this little cookie cutter, beautiful experience, Zach, where you go in and you fill them up and you do backflips. But they look pretty good. I think they look cool.
Yeah, they're definitely nice.
Yeah.
They better be for $50.
What do you think of the design, though? There's a lot of people were dogging them, that they looked weird. Or
really? I thought I saw that little video with the 2 girls make. I thought they looked good.
Yeah, I thought they looked good too. I don't know. Okay, Zach, we have the next topic, which this is spicy. You've been very adamant that it's coming later this month. All right. So the next update for Animal Crossing New Horizons, we did a little poll over on Twitter, and I said, when do you think will be the next Animal Crossing update trailer? It's pretty close. It was pretty close. 45%, that was the highest, said May. So they think actually next month we're going to get the trailer. 40% say later this month, Team Zach. 15% say June. So there's what? Pat math, 60% that say either next month or another month after that. What do you are you still on board?
I still gotta be Team April just based on history. There's been no indication that this is slowing down. I mean, if you're gonna say that the blog post indicates it's slowing down, maybe. In my April Fool's video, I said updates are dead, and my reasoning was like, hey, we got a blog post. They went with quality of life. They're just done with content, and that seemed to convince a lot of people. I almost was scarily convincing myself, like, oh God, was that really the last big one? The only thing that gives me pause is that we should be at 2.0, and I guess there's a chance that maybe that is saved for a bigger the bigger event, E3. Nintendo has confirmed they're going to be at E3. It's the second week of June. They're going to have a presentation. I very much could see Animal Crossing being a part of that in some capacity, but I still have to believe we've gotten trailers so often, and I know they didn't give us, hey, they didn't say like, oh, coming, in May or whatever, but the seasonal events stop towards the end of April. We don't really know what's going beyond. They haven't addressed May Day. They haven't addressed wedding season. It still feels like it would behoove them to provide some sort of context. I mean, that trailer dropped, or that blog post dropped. What day was that now? I want to see, because, I mean, the end of April will still be almost a month and a half, that's 6 weeks. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason, like, they've been pretty consistent. I mean, they just gave us like a three-headed beast in terms of like new content. So that's the only thing that makes me think maybe they'll take a month break, or they can, like, maybe they think that, oh, we just gave them a bunch of stuff, so we can take a month break. That's my only reasoning why it might be next month.
Right.
But I could also see them do a little something. Like, when's Earth Day? When is Earth Day in this game? I'm not. Is it April?
I think Earth Day is at the end of April, April 20th or April 22nd.
And they just did the Forsythia for Earth Day.
Right.
Man, are we gonna get a new maze? Are we gonna get some new fruits? Things like that. I think if we do have an update, it's gonna be probably on the smaller side, because I am still team summer DLC. Throw your pants off, like. I think it's going to be amazing.
Pants off for 2.0.
Yeah.
Pat's Pants Off Summer Spectacular.
Pat's Pants Off Summer Spectacular. Tickets go on sale tomorrow, 6 a.m. Eastern.
Please join the waiting room at 5 a.m. Eastern.
For get them.
Forsythia
was Korean Earth Day. Okay, so there's not any official Earth Day. So I don't know. Is it going to be a new maze? Is it going to be a new NPC instead of Rover? Are we going to get some new wedding? Like, are we going to do anniversary? Are we doing a divorce photo shoot? Like, I don't know. But
people are taking an extreme issue with the pants off. Oh, Robert says he's already unzipping them, but then Amy says this is a family-friendly channel, so we're trying to keep this low-key.
Zach, you don't have to read everything, okay?
It was March 16th that they posted the blog post for 1.9. So if we pull up our handy dandy notebook here and we say like, hey, look at the calendar, a trailer that drops on like April 29th, that's a whopping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus weeks since the last one. That's a long time.
Okay. You've said Katrina, but I need some more tea, man. My cup, I think it's empty. Yeah, my cup is empty. So what is happening with this update? What are we getting here?
Is this the 2.0 update? To me, that's like the big thing. I have seen some people say, well, what if they go to 1.11 or 1.10 or whatever? Which I guess. But to me, they timed this perfectly to line up with the second year of Animal Crossing. And I know technically that the Bunny Day update should have been the 2.0, technically the crossover, but it did kind of carry over some of the time. It was posted before March 20th. It included the anniversary. So this would be like the first actual into the second year. I still feel like it's a substantial update. This was the time last year where we were getting Leaf, we were getting Red, then we got May Day, wedding season. Like, they threw that whole calendar out there. To me, it would make much more sense to front load rather than take let's do 6 months of barely anything and then, oh, surprise, it's October and we have a substantial update. To me, the goal is to maintain the player base as long as you can, and so the bigger update would be closer rather than farther off.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of what it has, I mean, it's got to be time for a new mechanic. It's got to be time for...
My thing, other games have done it too. 2.0 is a huge milestone.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they'll do 1.10, whatever, but 2.0 is a giant milestone. That's why I think that maybe the next update will be 1.10. Then we'll get something else. Because 2.0 generally changes games. There's a huge update where it's here's a new way to play, or here's a new item set or new way to craft, new way to terraform. To me, like that's a huge thing.
Right.
And I don't necessarily think like I love Katrina, but I don't know if that's necessarily like a 2.0. Read your fortune.
No, it would be a. I think Brewster is the 2.0. I think it's got to be. I don't know what else they can add that is of extreme substance. They, we've already got diving, we've got dreams. There's not many places to go, so it's like, okay, that cafe would add new gameplay, would add a lot. And I'm a big fan of E3, but I don't know that Animal Crossing and its audience really has any. Like, E3 is a great time to announce it, but at the same time, I don't think the Animal Crossing audience cares that much about like the overlap of Animal Crossing hardcore designing fans and those that sit there and watch E3 for 3 days in June. I don't know that there's much overlap there. So I don't know that it has to be.
Was Animal Crossing announced? Wasn't it announced at E3 though? I don't know. I don't know where it was announced. I feel like it was either direct. I think it was like towards the end of an E3 presentation, and then like they had an Animal Crossing direct, like announcing it. I think because of the pandemic and because of maybe some slower development times, that an Animal Crossing announcement would be justified in an E3 presentation. Like, especially if it's a 2.0. It was randomly announced in September.
Yeah, it was September 13th during the Nintendo Direct. It was at the end. They announced New Horizons, and then Isabelle got her Smash Bros. Letter.
Mm-hmm. I don't like they love to show, extra content for games in presentations, and then there's this whole Zelda thing. Does that make E3, or does that make like a Mario anniversary type direct?
Nintendo has a lot of legwork to do at E3 because they have nothing announced beyond July. So E3 is primarily, based on what I know and what I've read in my own 2 cents, it's going to be used to establish the holiday lineup. So if they have a huge presentation, yeah, they could slot Animal Crossing in, but like the main stuff is going to be probably, is it Breath of the Wild 2 this fall? Is it a new Metroid? Is it a new Donkey Kong? Is it a new Mario Kart? Like they have to figure out what is coming the second half of the year. So to me, the Zelda stuff could take. Yeah, I mean, if it's Breath of the Wild 2, it'll absolutely be there. But I don't know that Animal Crossing necessarily. All I'm trying to say is I don't think that it's necessary that a big update is tied to E3 for AC. It could be, but I don't think it's necessary. I don't know. I mean,
depending on how big it is, if it is a 2.0 and like it changes the game and we're adding a bunch of things, because I don't know about you. And I know that they've said before, like 2 or 3 years of updates. I think this is the last year of substantial updates.
Yeah.
Year 3, you might get like, I don't know, some additional items, or there might be like some final updates of the game. But I think we are in the year for what a lot of you guys probably want, like the interesting mechanics, the mini games, like the things like that. But so that's my only thing, and I do think that E3 warrants some coverage. Like, depending on what they do. We have the Zelda thing, which I am on board. This is happening. Zelda crossover. If the Mario thing happened, Zelda has to happen, especially the anniversary.
I'm looking to see what the longest gap between trailers were. We had April 23rd, May 21st, so that's basically a month. May 21st to July 3rd, that's a little over a month. July 3rd to July 30th, that's under a month. The big gap, Pat, was July 30th to September 30th. That's a 2-month gap. And that was our big gap. That was between, the summer fireworks, and that was between Halloween. But that's 8 weeks, and that's to the update. So the trailer was, the week before that, so it was like 7 weeks. I don't know, man. It's very hard for me to see them being quiet till the middle of June, because that would be 3 full months, 90 full days, 12 full weeks. Which that just seems like a lot. Let's see, when was the holiday update released? The winter update, because we had Halloween was September 30th. Oh, man. We're getting really down the nitty-gritty here. Oh, the winter update was less than 2 months. It was mid-November. So yeah, dude, there is one. I love there will 100% be an update before E3.
Yeah.
It's too long. 3 months is just too, because they're not dropping it the day of E3. So if they announce it, June 12th at E3, what? It's not coming until June 20th or something. That's 13 weeks. Like, that's just too long.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're getting an update. We're
getting
it
an
out.
update.
Thanks, math.
But we essentially, if you break down what we just got,
Yeah.
that was like 3 months of updates.
You think so?
Like, or maybe 2 months.
You're
if
talking
they spread
Mario DIY, or not DIY, design and Sanrio?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, your mic sounds really staticky, but no one's complaining. So it might just be me. I don't know. You sound really bad, but
I'll fix it.
Is his mic staticky, guys? For me, it is. I don't know.
It might be your connection. Hold on. Now I can't even hear you. Okay, I can.
I ruined everything.
No, you're good. I think it might be your connection, because you were going a little choppy. I don't know. We'll find out in a minute. Oh, they say it sounds fine. Okay. Oh, they say you're static.
I'm.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
All right, Pat, let's ask the real questions. Chet Hanks says it's going to be a white boy summer. Every girl everywhere says it's a hot girl summer. What kind of summer are we getting?
Can you say that again? I'm sorry.
I said. I said Chet Hanks, Tom Hanks' son, says it's going to be a white boy summer. Every girl everywhere says it's going to be a hot girl summer. What kind of summer are we going to get? A Brewster summer? A Tortimer summer?
We are going to get a multiplayer summer.
A multiplayer summer.
Zachariah.
Yeah.
I think we're going to get a multiplayer summer. I don't know what that meant, though. A white boy summer? It's been a white boy summer every summer for me. I don't know.
Gosh. Oh, man.
You're Too Old says, do they 86 an actual 2.0 and save it for Animal Crossing New Horizons 2? That's $60 per person. No. There's no way. The next Animal Crossing, if you're talking about like a console Animal Crossing,
5 years,
no.
6 years. Yeah.
Maybe less, maybe 4, because we don't have like a handheld anymore. But whatever. I think it's gonna be a multiplayer summer. Zach, I want a giant DLC blowout. Even if it's not DLC. All right, I'll keep my money.
Here we go. Here we go. When we get 2.0, you can just PayPal me $25 and I'll pretend that it was paid DLC, since you want it to be paid DLC so bad.
Why I want it to be paid? I'm a very realistic guy, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Look what we got for $6 for Sanrio.
Quite well. Quite good.
Quite the feast. I want to pay. I've spent over 1,000 hours on this game. It's a fantastic game. I'm buying pillows, Zach. Animal Crossing pillows.
I saw it, man. You're a danger to take the store. You're like taking your girlfriend to the store and she just always finds something cute. Don't
take me to the store.
I would not take you to the store, man. I'd say, Pat, you're staying home. I'll go out. I don't want you to get COVID. Just stay home. I got this.
Actually, Zach, today someone noticed me in Target.
I did see that, but they were too shy.
They didn't say hi. I kind of like, she saw me, I saw her. There was some sort of, man, I know that hooligan, but nothing was said. If you see me in Target, say hi. Say hi. Zach gets noticed every day. He has to like cover his head with a raincoat. And, like,
I don't go anywhere, man. But back in the day, yeah. Back when I lived in Florida, Disney was the best because somebody would say hi almost all the time. Mm-hmm. It's a melting pot.
Oh, in Disney? Ooh. Mm-hmm. Now, was it Ghost Robo or was it Switch Force?
It was mostly Ghost Robo because I think there was just a longer tenure there. But it would probably change. Like the last E3 I went to, the last one you could go to, E3 2019, I got recognized as Switch Force much more than Ghost Robo. So I think the tides are turning. It's just I haven't been. I mean, the Animal Crossing, like I haven't been anywhere publicly since the Animal Crossing explosion. I think the same goes for you. I think you would get recognized at like PAX or E3 or conventions like that, absolutely. But before that, we didn't.
PAX ever going to come back?
Supposedly they're going to try this fall.
So E3 is a digital event, right?
Right.
Everyone's participating, right?
Well, Sony's not, but Microsoft, Nintendo, 2K, Ubisoft.
Mm-hmm. But I don't know, man. I'm very interested what Nintendo has, because I'm on the side where I don't think we're gonna get Breath of the Wild this year. I think it's gonna be a spring to like now that it'll probably come out.
See, the hard part with that, and I would say the same as you, Pat, but the hard part is that Pokemon Legends game was given a Q1 2022 date, and like that is a big open world Pokemon, and so Nintendo putting a big open world Zelda next to a big open world Pokemon seems like sabotage. So then we're talking like Breath of the Wild is either May, June 2022, or it's got to come out this year. Which is why I was Team 2022, but I'm back Team 2021, because if they're that confident in Pokemon Legends, it must mean that they know Zelda is.
You have Skyward Sword. There's probably going to be another Zelda game announced, and then you put another Zelda game. I mean, I know it's the anniversary, but we got to chill on Mr. Link.
If I had to guess, the best lineup I've seen is July for Skyward Sword, November for Breath of the Wild 2, and then like January or February for like the Wind Waker, Twilight Princess. Those two. That would be my thing. I also think the Switch Pro is coming this year. So I think Zelda and the Switch Pro are going to be in November, which then we can see, Animal Crossing in 4K, which won't do anything, but it'll be cute. Maybe better load times. That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah. So I think we both agreed that the next update, whether it is 2.0 or not, will be before E3.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
I feel confident about that.
We get Katrina. Mm-hmm. That's what we've heard so far. Katrina. Anything else? Because when I've changed my thinking when it comes to updates. Before I was like, oh, Brewster's going to come with a, Cafe Mocha Grande with my name spelt wrong. But like now I'm just like, man, what can they add?
Hold up. If you're a barista spelling Pat wrong, you have a lot more issues on your plate. What is going on with you?
The K doesn't show up to the party. The K doesn't. It's Patrice, man. Like it ain't it. I don't wear a beret in Target. It's Patrick. Okay, CK. Anyway, I always think of like what they could add that the players have more control over. Mm. So like when, the customizing the cutouts, customizing the umbrellas and things like that. That's where I think the community gets more excited about. Do we want a Brewster? Yeah. But do we also want to make a bunch of trends with different customization options?
But how much more can they do on that front? Like we got the standees, we got the umbrella. What's left?
Terraforming.
More.
If you think about it, we can raise land and we can dig water. Mm-hmm. There has to be more. There has to be
what
more.
Else can you do? They tried to farm and they didn't get very far. They tried to
go in the museum and you'll see like 5 different levels of land. There's so much that they can do. I think there's so much that they can do. Waterscaping alone, like the fact that you can't build bridges over like gaps and things, you have to have the water touching it. There's a lot that they could do. I would love a terraforming waterscaping update. Oh yeah, the beaches. I don't know. There's a lot of
terraforming would be awesome, but the issue to me with terraforming isn't even so much like, oh, what do you do? It's like that update only affects players that have like beaten the game.
I mean, well, how many hours do you need to unlock that? Was it 20? Well, no, it might be 40. I don't even know what it is.
I don't know. But do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not something... And that might be fine because they also did... They did Sanrio, which we said, like, oh, that's not for everybody, and you have to pay for it. But I just...
Even if it's mediocre, I still want something before E3. Absolutely. I want new reactions. I want, some new clothing. They could do cool stuff, too, like a Cinco de Mayo item set. Like, there's a lot of things that they could do with that. So I'm hoping for that. E3, guys, if you're not really in the video game space and like Animal Crossing, watch E3. There's going to be a lot going down. And I think Animal Crossing will be there.
At least watch the Nintendo Direct. It'll probably be, 50 minutes of fun.
Yeah.
Or more like, 6 minutes of fun and 44 minutes of JRPGs. Come on.
Fences. Camilla said fences. There's quite a bit. I mean, UGC, man. I'm gonna get that tattooed on my neck. UGC, bringing home the bacon. That's what we're doing. All right, guys. Please in the chat. Zach loves doing this.
That's a great name for a podcast. User generated content. It's like we'll be taking your questions. Write that down.
Maybe that'll be our spinoff. UGC. Ask away, guys. We have a ton of questions in the Discord already, but if you want to ask some in the chat, go for it. Man, we dumped on Zipper, we dumped on Build-A-Bear. We're hopeful for updates, so it's not all negative.
No.
When is E3, Zach?
June 12th to 14th, I believe.
He definitely has a Nintendo channel. I would have known that before too, but
June E3. They were gonna have demos and then they dropped it. June 12th through the 15th. Doug Bowser said that it is going to be a fun and engaging show this year, so I'm hopeful that there will be some interesting demos even for Switch. That would be really nice. But yeah, should be good.
Let's see. Is there anything new? Have you heard anything? You're Too Old says, is there anything new in data mines? Has there been recent data mines?
Not for AC. I think once. I don't know. I think they really tightened that up after we figured everything out that was coming in year one.
Yeah.
And that's something I guess we could touch back on just in terms of like what's coming in year two or sorry, in the next update. Like some of that farming stuff has to appear at some point.
Yeah.
It has to. And the Brewster stuff has to appear at some point.
So wait a second, Zach. You think Breath of the Wild and Mario Kart are coming?
One or the other.
Oh, okay. I love Breath of the Wild. I freaking love it.
I would pick Mario Kart, so it's okay.
I would pick Mario Kart too.
I
would pick Mario Kart.
We haven't had a new Mario Kart for like 7.5 years because 8.
As long as Breath of the Wild is still coming,
which it would.
Yeah,
Mario Kart. Oh man, it'd be so great.
Yeah,
so great.
Here's a good one. Kirsten over in Discord says, if Harv's Island were to get an update, what would you want?
You want your Pokemon Snap crossover.
I want my Story of Seasons, Pokemon Snap, photo mode or something.
That would be fun. Something with the camera. Yeah, I don't really know what else I would want on a Harv since he is so photo related. I feel like that's your idea is the best idea.
Yeah.
Unless, I mean, if we're gonna be completely like off the wall, like yeah, I'd love there to be mini games on Harv's Island, but Harv doesn't really seem like much of a player.
I mean, honestly, you could bring back the RVs, the RV park that was in New Leaf. Essentially, you went to Harv's Island and what was there? Like, what? Was there only one or was there like 2 or 3 RVs that would show up with villagers? It was kind of like the campsite, but you could like order their furniture and things like that. Man, an RV, I know it's an island. It may not be an island. We don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
But, an RV park, I think that would be cool. Like maybe you can invite the villager to your island. What about Cap'n taking us to Harv's Island? Cap'n, I really want I think Summer would be his way on this game. It'd be a perfect thing, especially if we're doing the multiplayer island 2.0, baby. That's all I'm going to say.
Pat really wants to pay Nintendo.
Even if we don't, I want to send off.
I'd love it. I like what you're saying because it would, in theory, be just like a bigger, more substantial pack, which I think is what everybody would love. So I'm all for it.
Yeah, we have if you want to submit questions, I'm checking on them now under NookTalk questions, under Show Talk. Ashley says, how are you celebrating Museum Day year 2? I will not be. Unless there's like some cool museum merch or something.
Do you think every holiday, like every single thing, do you think Museum Day returns?
I think that returns. Now, if we're talking updates, I don't think it gets an update.
Yeah.
I don't think it deserves an update.
I just wonder if at some point some of this stuff gets like replaced or I don't know.
I think realistically,
Freaking International Museum Day. God.
I think I'll go out there and say that maybe this, like, maybe what did you call him? Chuckles or something?
Chuckles.
I think Turkey Day, that would be, if they're gonna add something in, more crops. I know we said that last year, but like if they're gonna add in something for these holidays, also Halloween better have new items, and then Christmas probably some new items there. But yeah, I mean the maze might be different. There might be a new item that you get at the end, but yeah. Let's see. Jojo says, "What is the Japanese writing on your NookTalk logo?" It's just Tanuki, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It secretly says subscribe to Switchforce and Pat.
It says the release date of Brewster.
Yeah. So if you can decipher that. Scarlett, the Mayday maze with Rover, where you get his briefcase at the end. That's
One of the best
one.
little things Nintendo did.
I thought it was cool. I thought it was really cool. Let's see. Shookin says, which villagers do you think will be added to the next collection? Well, maybe, I mean, KK is almost confirmed. Do you think anything after that?
For Build-A-Bear?
Man, Build-A-Bear is getting a lot of airtime this week.
Yeah, because this episode's sponsored by Build-A-Bear. This episode's sponsored by a bear, since we didn't get to build it. Sadly, I think it's done after KK.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to say, well, it looks like I'm not going blonde, by the way. So.
Oh, because that was
if Eric wasn't down, so there was a list that came out of rumored villagers.
I did see a big list.
It was kind of a weird list too, because there was Anka, Bob, which I thought were, I mean, Bob makes sense. Anka was kind of weird. Coco was on that list. I forgot the list. Stitches, Meringue.
And it was like if you typed them in, it redirected the Animal Crossing like a homepage. And I think that was just for people that were searching. Like they assumed like, oh, it's because those listings are going to pop up. But I think it was just like, I think it was just because they wanted to know if you were looking for those guys, it would just redirect.
Yeah. But there were some interesting ones. I think Raymond was on there as well. And I don't know about NPCs, though. It was like I don't even know where the list came from. I just was messaged the list. But
yeah, it was if you typed those names into the search bar, like some villagers, like you typed in, Audie or whoever, it gave you like no search results. But there was a certain list of villagers that if you search for them, it redirected to the AC like hub page. But I think it was just in case people were searching for common ones. I don't think it was a hint at 30 Build-A-Bear characters.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Even if they were to go quote unquote like all out with this, I think probably like 5 to 7 would be the max.
Yeah.
They might come out with like new clothes and things like that, but yeah. Let's see. Nikki P says, what would you change with the recent collabs? Sanrio, Mario, Build-A-Bear, and ColourPop. Well, I think we could eliminate Mario from that because it's been in every game. But Zach, out of the product ones, who do you think did it the best?
Out of the product ones.
ColourPop, Build-A-Bear, or Sanrio?
Sanrio's hard to count because it was just a redo. Although I did see Pocket Camp is getting new stuff, new Sanrio stuff. Do you see that? They're getting like new,
even more
other characters and stuff. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. ColourPop stuff is pretty nice. I think Black Melt Clothing had a really nice collection. We talked about that ages ago. To me, it seems like Build-A-Bear is like the biggest letdown of them all. Right?
No.
Which one's worse?
I think because of the inconsistency in terms of, I mean, nothing against employees. I don't know if it was like a lack of communication, but Target, I think, dropped the ball the most.
Yeah, but Target didn't make them. You're saying like the retail experience, like the experience?
The whole thing.
Okay,
I guess the whole thing.
The whole experience. All right, okay.
I mean, ColourPop sold out, but like it was just like a coveted thing. I think Build-A-Bear was perfect, except they didn't tell you what you were buying. It was so weird.
But their collection is just so lackluster compared to what they could have done.
But I had a good experience in the waiting room thing. When I got into the waiting room, it was about 50. It said 55 minutes, and then after like 5 minutes, it dropped to 30 minutes, and then I had to wait the whole 30 minutes.
Mine
I think a
just
lot
said
of people.
more than an hour perpetually until they sold out. Yeah.
When did you go on the thing though?
Early, 10 minutes early or whatever. It said you were going to get a random place in line at
Oh,
10:30 Central or whatever.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, they were all not perfect. The Target could have been good if it wasn't a Target thing. If it was a Best Buy, GameStop, Walmart, like everything, that would have been amazing. But okay. Let's see. Feather says, do you think anything like co-owning an island with your friends would ever be possible? Interesting.
So
This
it's like-
kind of reminds me of when we had, I believe it was, or maybe I was talking to Chase, or we had Chase on, and he mentioned this.
Big
Said,
flex.
like the, isn't Chase great? Chase, but he said something like akin to like Minecraft, where Animal Crossing would have like a world you could build with your friends. That would be cool, but I don't know if Animal Crossing could handle multiple people terraforming at a time. That sounds to me like a new game, like Animal Crossing World or something like that.
Yeah, some like online server side thing. I mean, if you want to share an island with your friends, just share a Switch. It's pretty frustrating.
Yeah, I shared an island with someone. I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it because I don't know. Like that person wants to do something, I want to do something, but that interferes with their plans. I just want a jungle island, Zach. I just want to play with Tangy and Lily and just have a good time, man. Just have a good time. Don't share an island. Well, I've seen some good islands though. Couples and kids and stuff like that.
I'm just going to let you keep talking.
And anyway, so I went to Starbucks today, got a berry hibiscus refresher made with lemonade. And instead of berry, they didn't have berries, so I put strawberries in it. It was good.
I do the Passion Tango tea lemonade. It's less sugar than the pink drink. Those are my two drinks. Very girly, I know, but you know.
You do the pink drink?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, okay. Man, I want to see Zach with that crew neck and a pink drink. Be amazing.
With some like heart glasses.
Yeah. Oh my god, I missed you, Zach.
Organized Gamer says my husband can buy his own Switch. We love it. Hello, Kay.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Kay, by the way, was a great guest.
Yes.
Check out Kay's channel, The Organized Gamer. We still need some organizing with this show, but I think it's going all right.
God, my house, we need massive organization.
Yeah.
My closet.
Oh, your closet's like a.
Oh my God, Pat, I have so many clothes. I need intervention.
Yeah.
I just keep buying new clothes.
What's the percentage of pastel?
At least 70. 65, 70.
70%. Zach is a Sanrio. He's a Sanrio character.
I am a Sanrio. That should be on my channel banner. I am a Sanrio.
Honestly, man, do some pastel merch. Sleepy Turtle. This is a good one.
All right.
We got some old school Animal Crossing fans. We got some new school. Will they start introducing old NPCs to keep the hype of the game in year 2?
We hope. Please. Dear God.
Now let's answer this. Are returning NPCs? Well, I mean Brewster has a whole cult following now. But like, is that the answer to bring hype to this game? To you, what brings hype to this game?
I mean, new mechanics, new NPCs, but it's fine if they're old or new. Like to me, I'm good with either. Like it's not dull if we get Captain and Brewster back as long as it adds new stuff. To me, it would be so much more exciting if it was a brand new NPC, but at the same time, like we want Brewster, we want Captain, we want all these people.
Mm-hmm.
I just want content, man.
Yeah,
just something to do.
Stuff.
Not design. I'm not a designer. Have you seen my design? Have you seen my island? It's not for me.
As much as I would love Happy Home Designer, I think for me, a multiplayer update does a little more. Because, like, you're right. It is a design-heavy game. I would argue that it is a design game. Like, there's not a lot else, really. So, a multiplayer thing, play some games with your friends, maybe win exclusive prizes so then you can design with those things. Like, for me, multiplayer, everyone comes back to at least try it.
Animal Crossing multiplayer games, you win tickets, you take them to the item lotto, and then you get random items. They're super rare items. Why can't we make the game, Pat?
Man, I don't know. But all I'm saying, if Katrina comes in this game and she brings like a fortune teller set, like Tumblr is quaking right now. They're gonna go crazy on there.
Her items in New Leaf were phenomenal. She brought, that's how you gain access to like the Captain Falcon car ship and the R-Wing and the Samus helmet. So like all that stuff would be phenomenal if she does come with similar items.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool. But I don't know. If you would have asked me when this game first came out, I would have been like, yeah, let's go on an old NPC welcome back tour. That's how people are going to get excited. Now, I don't think that's the case. I think if like Rover was a little like, he was pretty hype, but like, I don't know.
I think people do stuff. They got to bring the content because like Leaf and Red are so much more exciting than Rover because you know they do stuff. So,
someone mentioned, Lydia mentioned, can we all admit Nook points are boring AF? AF means all fun, and I never do it. So I actually forget. Until that comment, I forgot about Nook points, Zach. I went on for like 3 days. It doesn't do it for me.
Well, they were one of the coolest elements at the beginning of the game, and we talked about, or I talked about my channel. I guess I didn't know you back then. But like this is bringing some structure to AC, which is giving me incentive to keep playing early on when I wasn't sure how I felt about the game. That went out the window after the first day or the first couple days once we used them all. I would love for Nook Miles and Nook Points and all that to have some impact again. It's just a bummer that we ran out so fast. Because, again, go back to the early E3 trailers and the early conversations, and that whole system, the little challenges, that was one of the most exciting new features of the game. But they either didn't pace it properly or they didn't put enough rewards or something because it fizzled out after just like a little bit, a few weeks.
So, Zach, here you go. Here's a little fix for Nook Points. You log on every day for a week, and on that 7th day, you get 10 Nook Miles. Or 10 Nook Mile tickets mailed to your house. People would go on. 10 is a lot. I feel like streamers and stuff have like thousands.
Yeah.
Like 10 10's a good amount.
Jaded? Okay.
Yeah. But I also think we need some more items and some, I don't know, some like exclusive items on there. The items that we have, no. Nook's Christian album is elite, but like then you get the pictures. I don't want the pictures.
Oh, man. Yeah, we just... I don't know. I wish they had a season. I know that they do have them, but I wish they had more limited. And we talked about this actually with Organized Gamer. More like limited items that were only acquirable like via certain feats or certain days or certain challenges. I think that'd be really great.
Yeah. Let's see. Remember, y'all, you can ask some questions in the chat. We were talking about Build-A-Bear. We're talking about holidays.
Yeah, did anybody try Pat's recipe from his Story of Seasons video?
That was good, dude. That was so good. And like, dude, they sent so much. I got face cream. Yeah, some like tangerines. Man, it was a good box. And you can use code NintenTalk at Imperfect Foods for a nice percentage off. There you go. So it was not imperfect at all. It was pretty damn perfect. Trong, what up, what up? You know what would be great if we could join an AC streamer guild? Man, I don't know if they ever community builds or community. We were just talking about that, but I don't know if they make that step. I think there's a reason why you can't terraform with people on your island, or you need to like close your gates or something like that.
The Switch is not powerful enough.
Yeah, I don't know. It would be cool if like you did share an island, but only maybe one person was allowed or something at a time, and then like you could log off, and then I could see what Zach made, tear it all down, make something.
That would be fun if we could find a way to like, oh, you get a day with it. What can you do to the island? I get a day with it. Like if we could just somehow log into like a, but then you're talking about a very different kind of game.
Yeah.
So.
Let's see. Ivy says, "What about people who don't have Nintendo Online?" Oop, retracted that. Okay. I think I actually do want to talk about this. People that don't have Nintendo Online, I think the question was saying like, oh, Nintendo excludes a lot of people because like all these updates. I think all the updates you need online.
Yeah.
To update the game. I think if you are hardcore about this game and you are still playing this game, you should have online. It is a
insanely
paywall.
cheap on Nintendo Switch though.
Yeah. $20 a year.
I mean,
like
you can couch dive for that. You're paying under $2 a month.
Yeah.
You need like 6 quarters a month.
And I've heard that before. Like when I make design videos and things like that, it's like, oh, can you make things that don't involve the internet or having an online? And it's just like, I can't. I literally can't, because like now I have to keep in mind like people not having the update and things like that. I know it's a paywall, but compared to all the other games and
are the
even
updates,
like a Netflix,
I think you get the updates. I just don't think you can do like the UGC, as you like to say. I don't think you can do like Dream Ons, but I think you get the updates.
Don't you have to update your game via the internet though?
Yeah, but I think you can still connect. You just can't like
just like use it or
do any of like the uploading, downloading of that stuff. But I think the version of the game is just I'm pretty sure the version of the game is just automatic. Yeah, and people are saying, yeah, you can update without online. My kids can update. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if you have multiple Switches, yeah, I mean, there are family plans. Every time I hear the Switch Online debate come up, I don't really know what to say, because like I mean, we all pay for subscriptions, whether it be like Netflix or PlayStation or Xbox, and they're, I think, affordable. But I think with this game, online is almost a must, I think.
If you're going to partake in all the design and stuff. And yeah, like if you do the family plan, you can split that. I think it's 35 and you can have up to like 5 or 7 people. So now we're talking like literal pennies a month.
Shiny Hunter says, how do you think Cap'n will be integrated? I've said it before. Everyone, go to your island right now. You all have a dock. I think he might show up sort of like an NPC where maybe you see him once a week or something like that, or maybe he shows up on a certain day and, he can whisk you away to maybe a new island or any island. Maybe it's a mystery island. Maybe you can use like Nook Mile tickets with him. I don't know. But he's definitely, I think, a core character. When I think of Animal Crossing, he's definitely in the top 5, I think of.
I would love to go to an island that's kind of like Nightmare Before Christmas, where like all the holiday NPCs are just chilling. You can go visit them. Maybe they all have their own little store.
That'd be cool. And that's why I love the idea of like a city island. Yeah. Maybe you can see new villagers that aren't on your island, or NPCs chilling or something like that. But yeah, pop-up shop. It's a good idea.
I like this question. I can't answer it, but you can. Aria says, what advice do you give to someone who's on 4 stars and struggling to get their island to 5 stars?
I mean, Isabel will tell you everything you need to know. Honestly, like she will literally say, you have too much trees, you have too many dropped items. For me, getting to 4 or 5, right now I don't care about 5 stars because there's not much incentive for me to do it. But I was having problems with dropping things on stalls, because that counts as dropped items. So just make sure that you don't have a lot of dropped items. Add trees, add fences. Just have like a... But yeah, Isabel will tell you straight up. But yeah, I guess to get like the Lily of the Valley and the tools and stuff like that, put stuff in every square. Yes. Make your game glitch. Yes. But yeah, Pat, when are you getting the vaccine? I'm behind. Zach has stage 1 already of the Pfizer, right?
Yeah, I have a gnarly bruise, but like honestly, it was very easy. My arm was a little sore. The lady said, "You're too skinny. It's gonna be sore." I was like, "Okay, thanks." But it was super good. I got my second one coming up in like 2 weeks or whatever. It was super easy. I recommend it to everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, and the only side effect Zach had was he now has a tail. But you know what? He's immune against COVID.
Listen, I'm gonna use that. I am going to literally shake that money maker and become the only human with a tail. So like, hey, it worked out quite well. There are no bad side effects.
No, I actually got an email today from the beautiful state of Connecticut scheduling mine, so I just got to schedule it. Let's see.
People are asking a lot about re-releasing of the regular amiibos. I haven't heard anything about that. About like the AC, like the OG set of like, they had KK and the married
figures,
llamas, yeah, Celeste and.
I think the figures are rotting in an abandoned Toys R Us right now. Man, it's so funny that people are asking for these because no one would buy them before.
Just the Animal Crossing ones, though. All the other amiibo sold out. It was just the AC ones.
Yeah, just the AC ones. Because it was linked to the amiibo game. Yeah, so bad. But I don't think they'll ever release the older ones because all of the NPCs, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they're also available in card form.
Yes.
So depending on the series of amiibo cards, you can still get like a Kix. I'm looking at mine over there. But like if you get like a Tom Nook card, so I don't think they'll do that, but man, R.I.P. They were kind of boring too. They all like were in these.
They're very well done though.
They were well done, but they just like KK, give him a guitar or something. Like they were all just like generic Animal Crossing stands.
Do I have good news for you? Supposedly Build-A-Bear is bringing KK with his guitar as a Build-A-Bear.
Wow. What's your source, Zach?
My source is my this YouTuber guy that I talked to on Discord.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Abdallah gave you that advice.
Oh, no.
Let's see. Oh, Amy says, what other new merch would you like to see? Any companies in particular that Nintendo should collaborate with?
Nike.
Some Nike? Okay.
I want some cool, like Animal Crossing track jacket or something.
Some Nook 7s?
Yeah, there we go. Air Isabel, come on.
Truong, real quick with the 10. Any plans for the follow-up race for the Mario race? Are we doing that still? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. Possibly. Casey, Sarah, you have my answer, and that's Vans. I think Vans. I love Vans, Zach.
Yeah. Okay.
Jeez. That was a Michael Scott Toby. Ugh. You don't like Vans?
They're okay. I just feel like they're not for me.
I wear a Vans hat every day of my life, Zach.
Every day?
Most days.
Okay.
I think Vans, do you remember the Vans Mario collab that you obviously didn't buy?
I did buy. Miyamoto signed them. But I don't wear them.
What? What'd you get? The shoes?
Yeah.
Oh my. That's a flex. Me mentioning Chase, like he's just a nice guy. He's my friend. Mm-hmm. The Miyamoto flex? Damn. Vans shoes, I will agree, are caca. But Vans clothes are great. They fit good.
Pat, you I think you have like 6 million hats because you're always wearing them. Do you really only have like a couple hats?
Oh yeah, I got 3 different Vans ones. I got a front-facing Rays hat.
What is a front-facing hat mean?
It's like a fitted.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so I wear that front-facing. I got a couple dad hats. NintenDaddy comes out every now and then. Like we're stacked. I think I have close to 50 hats.
Okay. Well, goodness gracious. Why are you wearing the Vans one all the time?
Because it looks good on me. You already know.
All right.
Jocelyn with the 5. I read an article that the new Build-A-Bear character was going to be Blathers. Jocelyn, throw that article away. It's KK. You know what? It could be Blathers. Could be Blathers.
Blathers would be fun. Only if he comes with like pollen and stuff.
Yeah. Nikki with the 2, where's Zach's Color Pop video? This got lost in the mail, apparently.
This get asked every single time. Oh my gosh.
Guys, never stop asking.
I don't know why this video and me are like, we're like magnetized in opposite directions, but it is going to happen. It's still sitting on my counter. I'll get it done. Look, here we go. A good Zach promise. You will
Okay.
get my ColourPop video before the next Animal Crossing update.
So what happens if they announce it tomorrow morning? You're screwed, man.
I guess I'm gonna be filming a lot tomorrow morning.
Yeah. Oh my god. I saw another. Your tool says I want to be able to ride the mountain bike. Oh yeah, interaction with the items, that would be cool. I'm down with that. Do laps around the island. I think they don't have. I don't think they've ever had a vehicle type thing, but I don't. I think the island's maybe a little bit too small. And if you noticed pop in before, oh my god, Zach, that island that you visited on that video, that neon city.
Yeah.
That was the worst pop-in I've ever seen in my life.
It was
that
an effect. It was intentional. No. Yeah, it's a little weird. I think like maybe it's the next Animal Crossing or maybe it's Never Crossing, but like I would love, like you were talking, like a big multiplayer one where it is like, hey, build your world, invite people over, go to the hub, hang out with people, play, games with people, trade items, do events, like a very it's bridging into MMO territory, but it's not going full suck because like I don't really think MMOs are that great. I'd love the Animal Crossing gameplay, but I think that would be really, really fun.
Yeah.
Can we have a pause? There's a TV show that I like, and that's insanely rare. So I just want to ask if you have seen Invincible on Amazon Prime.
I have not.
Okay, I don't know if anyone in the audience will care or like it, but you should give it a go.
Give me a rundown. Sell me on this.
Invincible is made by Robert Kirkman, the creator of Walking Dead, and it is a show based on his comic Invincible about a kid whose dad is the most powerful man on Earth, and then he gets superpowers. And it sounds so generic and it sounds so crappy, but then you watch, you're like, ooh, interesting. And then there's a big twist at the beginning, and you're like, oh my god, that's the bad guy. And then it's really good animation. There's a cute little love story. There's a lot of interesting characters, a lot of big voice actors. You got J.K. Simmons. You got Seth Rogen. You got a bunch of people from The Walking Dead, and there's some gory, bloody parts, so if you're, afraid of that, cover the screen, but it's very, very good. It's very nice. I like it, and I'm very picky and harsh. And if I had to rank the Winter Soldier, Falcon and the Winter Soldier in one hand and Invincible in the other, Invincible would be up here, and Falcon and the Winter Soldier would be 6 feet below. So that's my take for you.
Wow.
It's animated, Alex, but that is it's trying to trick your mind. It's trying to say this is bad and this is for kids, but it's really, really good. It's really fun. It's delicious. It's got good music. Run the Jewels, among other songs. Bazzy. I almost got a weird accent there all of a sudden. I was thinking about living in London for a year. What do you think about that?
Oof. You in London?
I just want to move all over. I just want to live a bunch of different places.
You gotta pick a spot, man. This is getting ridiculous.
Well, come on, Mom Pat. Dad Pat. I haven't seen my dad in 9 months if you want to fill in.
I will.
I'm living the Animal Crossing life.
Even though I'm younger than you.
Yeah.
But I want to move there because I love how people say everything. Yeah. So I would just listen to people talk all day. Mm-hmm. So this is what I'm watching. Oh, by the way, Truong is a fan of Invincible.
Heck yes, Truong. Good taste, man.
And before we get to your too old's comment, this is what I'm watching on YouTube. A lot of people ask me, what the heck do I watch? So last night... There's a channel called This Is Dan Bell. Okay. He goes into abandoned places.
Ooh,
all right.
Ghost tours.
He visited an abandoned mall, and like the lights were still on. Like he could turn on and off the lights.
Ooh.
It was like neon. He like saw a cop outside. It was scary, man. I was into it.
Stranger Things stuff.
It was cool, but that's real life. Cool. Your Too Old says Expandable Islands thoughts.
I'm down for it. I'd love it. I just don't see it happening. I would absolutely love to have bigger islands, more things to do. That means more buildings. That means more characters, more opportunities for fun. It just seems like, it's a lot for Nintendo, a lot of heavy lifting. I don't know how that would work in the, like, all of a sudden your island just grows a third arm.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Another peninsula or something. I do not think that ever happens. Yeah. I think what you have is what you have. I think customization and refining things like crafting and terraforming, I think that is a big possibility. Mm-hmm. Returning NPCs, new islands. I could see another island that you can visit, but yeah, I don't know. I just don't ever see like, oh, I can have my beach crazy. Like, I don't know. Maybe that's the next game.
I think here. The fact that Nintendo won't even let you create a second island shows how fickle they are with giving you more space or more things to do, and the fact that they want you to buy a second copy of the game in some antiquated, archaic decision, that to me shows you everything you need to know about you're never getting a bigger island, you're never getting a second island, you're never getting a shareable island, because they won't even let you create your own second island. So there's no way in heck they're going to give you one.
Yeah.
For better or worse.
And I just think that, like, that's a whole new... that's a giant update. Like, if you could literally add land. Now, I'm not ruling it out entirely. I think it's very unlikely. But, like, you do have, like, a dedicated square, like, where you can, like, swim out to, like, dive for things. So, I mean, it's not totally out of the question because you do have, like, a dedicated space, but...
I will rule it out completely and entirely.
Yeah. I would say it's a 0.5% chance. YJ, was there DLC in the previous games? Kind of, sort of. We had the Welcome Amiibo update for New Leaf. That was something that was done very well, but it was to sell Amiibos primarily. So they added in new villagers. They added in new, like, the Harvey's Park and things like that. It was a great update, but it wasn't like constant updates like this. We're living in a different time of gaming. Like, Nintendo doesn't want to, like, release a game and have to worry about, like, the next couple months. Like, I mean, look at all of us playing Animal Crossing still a year later. So, let's see. Athena says, "What NPCs would you like to return in the future?" We got Brewster's a must. I want cool. Cap'n. Yeah, I want Cap'n. Katrina, I think, could be. I kind of want to see her in, like, HD and, like, what they would do in, like, a New Horizons setting.
Who's the axolotl guy? Doctor Strange, Doctor Silly Pants. What's his name? Doctor
Strange is coming to Animal Crossing.
Isn't he what is that creature? The gooey monster? Dr. Shrunk. Yeah, him.
But he gave you the reactions, and, like...
Well, now I'm going to give him reactions.
Ooh. That'd be cool.
Thank you, Dr. Shrunk. Thank you.
Dr. Shrunk. I don't know. I mean, I think there's a lot of NPCs that I would like to see, but a lot of them have been replaced. I would like to see Digby. It's crazy that we haven't seen Digby yet.
He's in jail. That's what I heard.
Yeah. Tortimer, unfortunately, passed away. I don't think we're seeing him. I gotta do that every episode too.
Oh my.
Let's see. Feather says, do you think we will ever see more interaction with Sable and Mabel? That was actually a pretty interesting storyline that if you kept talking to them, you would find out more about their past or whatever. Unless Abel's expands or maybe another shop comes in, like a Gracie Grace or something like that, I don't think so.
They don't seem too big on the whole story thing. They started off pretty hot, but it fizzles quite fast.
Yeah. Bacon says, a new NPC. That's the team I'm on. Like,
we're
100%.
Absolutely.
I do want Brewster, but I do want maybe another, like, Tortimer. We could have a, hip young turtle, maybe of the ninja variety. That would be cool.
Or Gulliver's girlfriend.
Ooh. Gulliver needs help. I think it's a cry for help.
Gwendolyn.
He washes up on the shore. He forgets everything every couple weeks. Yeah. I don't like it. He's not doing too well. Ashley says, you can resell your island to New Leaf. What if we could resell our island and keep our DIYs and get a new island? That's what I'm for. But, like, Ashley, I like the idea, but we can terraform everything and flatten everything. So are you thinking, like, I don't know how that would work.
Can we just get some new things to do instead of design? Y'all can design, like, go make patterns. I'm ready for some new gameplay. Like a cafe that you can work at, or like, like you said, like a multiplayer island or something. I'm just
some mini games.
UGC, like, you can make that forever, but at a certain point it's going to get quite boring to, like, I don't know. Like you said, like Bunny Day, you didn't even really do it.
I didn't do it. I mean, I can't really see myself unless I'm like I'm definitely going to do Halloween again, but I'm just a Halloween freak. But like, do I really want to do Toy Day? Do I really want to do Turkey Day? If it's just like, are you guys looking forward to any holidays replaying them? Are you, Zach? Like, and I'm like,
I mean, I'll get the items because they're fun, but that's it.
Yeah. Yeah. If they come out with the 5 new items, but like,
Right.
I'm not dying to see Chuckles again.
I missed Chuckles because, for the most part, because I was on YouTube in YouTube jail. But yeah, I'm not really looking forward to playing. A lot of people want to do Halloween. I mean, the modern Marvel known as Halloween, this holiday of spooky things and candy and ugh.
Yeah, I agree with Kate here. Pretty much just Spooky Day and the fireworks show I'll never get sick of. End of summer, you know, it's
the New Year's countdown. That one's quite nice.
Yeah, the New Year's, yeah. Birthday. I do want to do the birthday thing, even though it's the same thing.
I would love to body swap with someone that loves Halloween just for a day. I can't even imagine that life.
So what is I don't even want to say it. What is a anti-Halloweener? Like, what do you do? What do you do?
Just continue on. Get ready for Christmas. I don't know.
Do you watch specials or? Oh my God, Zach!
What is? I don't understand I don't understand the fascination. Nightmare Before Christmas is like my least favorite Disney property of all time. Like
Haunted Mansion.
I mean, that's fun, but that's more like ghosts and less like, I don't know.
Bro, I'm drinking Kool-Aid jammers.
I know.
I'm freaking eating candy. I'm like
so
watching...
happy for you. I just wish I would like to see it from your point of view.
Decorate the house. Now, on Halloween itself, I don't do much. Like, what am I going to do? Go ask for Reese's everywhere? No, I'm not going to do that. But, like, it's fun. It's a spooky little thing.
Do these colors look like they work for Halloween? I mean, come on.
They could. Listen, you put cat ears on and remove the pants, and that's a costume for 80% of people. Like,
all right. Everyone's saying you don't like scary movies. Dude, my brain is a fragile and idyllic, beautiful place. I got to keep that thing preserved.
So did you go big for Easter or what?
No.
You're past
I go big for Christmas and that's it.
Oh my God.
Pat, little wisdom from an old man. Live every day like a holiday and you'll be a happier soul.
Well, Zach, stuff some candy corn in your mouth. You might feel a little bit happier.
You have to understand, please, for all the hate I'm receiving in the chat, you have to understand that as a 12-year-old boy who went from enjoying candy and eating things like that to a very strict diet that I'm super grateful for, and once I saw the health benefits for my immune deficient body, was very glad to have, it lost almost all purpose. Because how fun is it to go trick-or-treating and then give the candy away? So as a child, this is not like a fun thing for me. As soon as I hit 12 years old, I don't do parties, I don't drink, and I don't do candy. So I don't know what they're. I mean, I still carve pumpkins. Is that? I mean.
All right, guys. So there's that. Or picture this, guys. It's a chill, brisk autumn night. Okay, you got pumpkin muffins in the oven. Okay, it smells great. It smells great in your house.
Oh, those scented things are just so much, like the freaking pumpkin, the apple, and the caramel.
Listen, we're not done here. This is Pat's Halloween experience. We have a bowl full of assorted candies. You got your Twix, you got your Reese's, and you know what you're watching? You're watching Halloween Town. Okay, you're not watching Halloween Town High. You're watching Halloween Town, and it's a great night. Andrew with the 5. I would like to change the name of my island. Mistakes were made when I named mine. Okay.
That would be fun.
Yeah, the amount of like COVID-19 or like pandemic island. Yeah.
Once per year, you should get a redo. You should get like a little coupon, or buy one or something with Nook Mile tickets.
Definitely. They should make it really steep though, for no reason at all. Like
50,000 tickets.
5 million bells. Honestly, I'd be okay with that. I think a lot of people would be okay with that. 5 million bells, change your name. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for today, Zach.
Okay.
Animal Crossing 2.0 update. You're saying later this month.
Yeah. Yeah. History is the greatest indicator. The past is the greatest indicator of the future.
You better get out that calendar because we got to drop some dates right now. The all-knowing Zachariah the Great.
April 27th or 29th. 27th? Last week.
27th or 29th. You got to commit to one because I'm picking the other one.
27th. Pokemon is out the 30th, so I'll say 27.
Oof. All right, guys, the 23rd.
Okay.
Allison, wait, I need to know more about Pat's Halloween night. Oh, man. Where do I begin? Listen,
Pat takes his pants off. We already know about that.
The pants are off. Yeah, I'm wearing a hoodie. We're making trips constantly
got his
to Michael's.
pumpkin boxers on.
We're going to Michael's Christmas tree shop, wherever, Home Goods, at least 3 to 4 times a week. Like, it's a good season. It's a very good season. So the 23rd for me. Drop some hard.
Like those American Eagle boxers. Like, I'm spooked to see you.
No, that's corny. Yeah,
like Halloween.
Ashley, we have an IV of Kool-Aid. Like, it's a great month, man.
I've never had a pumpkin spice latte. I couldn't even tell you what it tastes like.
Pumpkin spice latte. Okay, here's my thing. Pumpkin spice, for me anyway, I don't like it in drink form. I don't like pumpkin drinks. Cold, hot. I like pumpkin muffins, bread. That's good. Pastries. Pumpkin pastries.
I'll eat them if you make them.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Also, Ashley Nicole wants us to know that an IV of PSL will kill you, so or Kool-Aid or whatever. So
if I'm going out, it's gonna be a needle full of Kool-Aid in me. Anyway, guys, put some hearts in the chat for episode 35. Leave a like on the way out. I would love to get to like 500, possibly.
Yes. Inject yourself with the vaccine, not with Kool-Aid.
Yeah. But anyway, be on the lookout for more videos. I just got an entire box of Amiibo cards. That's 50 packs in the mail.
50 packs of Amiibo cards. You better get Brewster.
Hopefully. I'm looking for Tangy, so hopefully, yeah. But anyway, we'll see you later, guys.
Have a great weekend.